Hey there everyone, it's that time of year again at Christmas when I like to hatch with all my rare gems that I've been saving up over the course of the year. As you can see, I've got 614, so it's going to be 122 rare egg hatches, and hopefully I'll manage to get some new mythics. That's the whole idea of it. So as I've said previously, I've got all the super epics at +9. I've got basically all the legendaries in this pool, so it's really all about the mythics, and it's a case of, am I going to get any of these new ones? How many am I going to get? I'm hoping to get, I believe it's 5 that I'd expect with that many. It's like 1 in every 25 rare eggs that you should get a mythic. So hopefully I'll get 5. The last few years I've always hoped for like just at least average and always got below. So hopefully this year will be the first one where I actually get higher than that. There is a small chance if I get a copy of Medbee that I will awaken Medbee. But otherwise probably not going to be any awakens here. Just working towards awakening them. If I get any of these ones, as you can see, they're +3 right now. All of those, I believe all of those, are in the standard pool. So, yeah, we may get some of those. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into the hatching. And as always, because it's going to take a while for this hatching, I'm not going to talk through the whole thing. I'm going to try to cut it up so it's like actually, you know, speeding up some of the hatching here. And what I did for my recent hatching during the anniversary was I sort of took some of what I was talking sort of out of context a little bit, some of it being live at the times when it mattered being live, other times not. So I may do that with this video. So if you wonder why it's sort of speeding up while I'm still talking in real time, that's what I'm doing with the hatches, and hopefully it will make sense. So a couple of super epics to start here, nothing exciting. They're all going to be super epic potions. Probably get a lot of legendaries. I think what I tend to do, what I tend to get is like lots of legendaries, like higher than the average number that you expect. So like 50% or more than 50% of them are legendaries, which is quite surprising. But then I just get low luck on the mythics, and obviously I'm at the point now in the game where mythics are the things that actually matter. So yes, we'll see how I do. No legendaries so far, but they will surely come. Oh, finally got a mythic. And it's Huskagun. Oh, okay, well I had that +3 already, so now I'm 1 away from awakening that. That's pretty cool. That is one that I have wanted to awaken for a very long time. I guess there's a little story to go with that. When Huskagun came out, it had one of the most terrible movesets that just like was counterintuitive. Like it sort of countered itself with what it was doing. And you could see what they were trying to do with the moveset, but it just wasn't quite there. It didn't quite piece together. And so I was pretty critical in feedback, and I said, like, you know, I'll change this, change that, and it will be, you know, work really well. And they did. I don't think exactly what I said, but like close to what I said. And it then became like a really cool, awesome mythic that's been strong all this time. It's not broken, but it's up there as like one of the stronger mythics for PvP specifically. So yeah, really cool monster. I've wanted to own it ever since. I kind of feel like, you know, but part of it is from me, and I really want to be able to experience this this mythic that I helped kind of tweak the moveset so it actually made a lot more sense. So I'm very excited to get that. And another mythic now, Missile Torment. That's also another one I've got at +3, so that's also at +6. Okay, we're getting very close to awakening mythics, and 2 already is really, really good. And a 3rd mythic already. Wow. Okay, I am super excited about how this is going to go. I think that's my first, oh no, 2nd copy of Ophidiator. Getting a lot of repeats here, which is kind of nice, you know, working towards awakening mythics. Yeah, already 3. 5 is the average. And yeah, I only need 2 more in the, I don't know how many we've still got to go. It's like, I'm going to see in a second. Yeah, we've got 104 to go. So what was that? 122. So in 18 we've got 3 mythics. That is insane. Like I've been getting a lot of super epics and not legendaries, which I really don't care about at this point, because yeah, I mean, you know, 6-star potions and stuff, that's mostly what they're going to be. It's nice and all, but Mythics is far more important, and I've been getting lots of those, so that's really, really, really good. Yes. It's not often that you see me this happy in a hatching. I've had a couple of like really good hatches recorded in the past, but this looks like it's going to be another one. Yeah, one thing I'll say, I thought when I hatched Missile Torment there, so Missile Torment is just about to go down into F tier in PvP yes, for PvP Mythics. So I'm doing like a big rethink of the tier list, because they've been power creeping the hell out of stuff in the last like year or two, and I talked about it a year ago, but it's become even more apparent this year, as most of the last like 10 mythics have either been very strong on release, or they've buffed them like 2 or I think sometimes even 3 times to make them all be kind of basically S- kind of tier. And so we've got so many mythics that are at that point, and then they've buffed other mythics to like also be strong, that now there's so many of them which are really strong, that I really need to, like, it's also changed the way things are being played, because there's certain, you know, from that pool of mythics, basically those are the monsters which are going to see play and really be dominating stuff. So other things have to be like it's changing what's being played overall. For example, there's some stuff that like will put protectors into the enemy team, counter that type of stuff. So I want to rethink a bunch of stuff, and so I'm going to move a bunch of stuff around. That's also kind of why I delayed the top 10 mythics video that I was going to make. I am working on that right now, and it's going to be out shortly after this video. So I know that's one of the most like probably searched for videos on YouTube, right? You know, what are the top 10 mythics in Neo Monsters? So I'm doing an updated version of that. The last one I made was a year and a half ago, I think, or maybe a couple of years ago now. I can't remember now. But yeah, it's outdated, and I'm going to do an updated version of that, as well as my usual once-a-year series where I review all the monsters that came out in the last year. Those are going to be basically my next videos. I got a static sphere a little while back there. The static sphere, I had it at +5 for the longest time, because +5 used to be kind of the optimum bonus amount, and since they changed it, which was years ago now, I wanted to have it at +6, and I kind of didn't want to waste the legendary potion on it for ages and ages and ages. And then like a few months ago, I decided, okay, you know, I'm just going to make it +6, and then now we've actually hatched it and it's gone +7. So if I hadn't done it, I would have got +6 at this point. But for years, it was in my collection at +5. I think it was the one that was longest there at +5, and I was refusing to use one legendary potion on it. Down to 400 rare gems now. I haven't seen a mythic in a while, but I mean, I got 3 in 18 rare eggs, so I can't complain at all. Still way above the average at this point, but hopefully there'll be another one soon. There's been a couple of legendaries which I've got a bit more bonus on, otherwise probably going to end up with way more 6-star tickets. I should have looked before getting into this. I think I'm on about 160 something 6-star tickets, something like that. I've just refused to basically buy I want to buy Gyaratus from the shop, but just, you know, delayed doing it. I'll do it at some point. So I think I'm on about 160 something. So I'll look at the end of this video and we'll see. And just assume I was on, like, you know, let's just say 160, and that should give a rough idea. Otherwise, someone might have watched this video and counted the number. I won't say that for this one though, because there's a lot of them. You know, 122 rare eggs. It's a long time to count. Oh, I did not realise this was in here. Okay, I think it was only featured in an egg, which is why I didn't get it. I'm trying to remember which one it actually is. I think it's Flushdrake Pure or something like that. It's the white one, the holy one, which has like Purify and gives it to Maeve when it enters, I believe. So it's quite a key one if you want to run Maeve, and I do have Maeve, not awakened, but yeah. Anyway, I didn't realise that was put into the rare egg already. Normally those ones they feature in eggs rather than like an event or something. They keep to feature in future eggs only. So I'm surprised it's already in an egg. But nice that I got that one. There's a few random super epics that I'm missing for that reason, where like they were featured in an egg very, very long ago, and just haven't ever been put into a standard pool, so I never managed to pick them up somewhere. They've just been keeping them for that. I think Repo Lantern's one of the very early ones, came out in like the 3rd anniversary, so we're looking at like 6 years now that I haven't had it, and it's even got an icon for like owning it, which is the one monster icon I don't have, is for Repo Lantern. So I do want to pick it up at some point, but they just haven't featured it anywhere other than in eggs. And by eggs I mean, like, when it's a particularly featured super epic added into an egg. So I wouldn't hatch for it itself. I'd want to hatch for it because it's featured alongside a mythic that I want to hatch for, which just hasn't been the case for all these years. Finally another mythic. Okay, I was literally just about to say that we're hitting the point of being average again, because once I get down to 250 rare gems, which is after this hatch here, it's going to be 2 on average in the remaining ones, which means, adding that onto the 3 that we've got so far would be 5 total. So we'd just be at average, and I was thinking that, with that hatching at the beginning, surely we're going to get above average. So I mean, I've still got to get 2 more mythics in the remaining ones, which is average of what we'd expect in that time. But I've still got to do that to actually get above average on this. But even so, Yukihime, pretty nice. It's my 2nd copy of that. Definitely, getting these repeat copies. There's a few mythics in the standard pool that I don't have any copies of, so I'm surprised I'm not hitting them at all. But better than hitting ones that I've already awakened. And yeah, Yukihime 2 hatches away. That will happen at some point in the next few years. That'd be nice. It'd be nice to play with her a bit. She's one of those ones that's definitely underplayed, I think. Her issue is that she's slow, and like, she has the shield and she has high defense, so you'd expect her to get a turn, but she does have sleep killer weakness. And doesn't have any, high impact thing as she hits the battlefield, so she needs to get a turn, and then also she gets countered by any sleep protection stuff. But I would have thought that you could make her play quite well, and she's fairly efficient with the killing. It's guaranteed killing too, because you use the fatal sleep, and after that it's void blood killing, so there's nothing bad about the moveset. She's either just power crept by stronger mythics, which I can definitely see that, or people just aren't really playing her. So yeah, I'm surprised, and if I awaken her, I'll definitely give her a try, because I think she can work. I just think she's not like one of those ones that you slap in a team and you feel just like as being unbelievably powerful. She's just going to be, one of those sort of filler type ones that will sometimes get countered, sometimes, be exactly what you need in the right situation. That Emerald Don't there got me to +9. That monster's been useless for so many years. They did buff it recently. I haven't tried it since because honestly it's still not good enough. But it's nice to get another +9 legendary, you know, in this very, very dry patch of we got one mythic, but otherwise like I've not got any mythics since that beginning bit. So yeah, I'll take the little wins of getting a new legendary to +9. And we did get that super epic that I didn't realise was even in the standard pool, but yeah, otherwise it's been very, very, very dry. I don't know why we're not getting any. Hopefully we can get one more. If we don't get one now, like before the end here, I'll be pretty upset, I'll be honest. To start so well and then end up below average. That's just like my typical luck every year. But yeah, I will stay positive for now and just hope that we'll get one more, and then I can come away saying we got average. So we've got 5 more chances. Can we do it in these 5? Or are we going to end up below average once again? So legendary. Yeah. So it's looking... not looking good. Not looking good. I don't know how this can... You know, well, I do, you know, the random chance happens, but for me to consistently get below average with my rare gems, I mean, I've literally shown all my rare gem hatches for the last few years, and been consistently below average, so I'm not, you know, I'm not hiding any luck here. But yeah, we've gone like about 100, it's just over 100 rare eggs, and only got 1 mythic. That is, for anyone who did, you know, that and didn't get the luck beforehand of the 3 mythics in 18 rare eggs, they would be very, very, very upset. I can't be too upset because, you know, I did get 3 at the beginning there. Plus also I don't have the issue of hatching ones that I already had awakened, so, you know, I got actual bonus onto mythics rather than a 7-star ticket, which is, you know, kind of only 1/3 of a mythic. But no, that was it. We got 4 mythics. Oh dear. Oh, that is disappointing. That is pretty disappointing. I can't lie. So, yeah, I hope any hatching you do over Christmas, I'm doing this slightly before Christmas, so there's not actually the Christmas egg out yet, but I hope that any hatching that anyone does who watches this video, that they're the ones who got the good luck, and that I soaked up the bad luck. So looking at the bonus here of the monsters I got, it's none of these ones at 0 bonus, because I only got ones that I'd already hatched before. So I got a Venom Blade, otherwise known as Ophidiator, and a Yukihime. Got both of those to +3, so they're halfway there now. This Missile Torment I got to +6, which is nice. I wish I had this years ago, you know, back when it was actually a lot more playable. It's never been a really good mythic, but it has been good in PvE at least in the past, and now I don't think I'm going to use it, especially compared to all these other mythics which I have awakened. But I did get another copy of Huskagun, which is a very strong mythic. Yeah, so that was it, wasn't it? Huskagun, Missile Torment, Ophidiator, and Yukihime. And I did get that Super Epic, which I will just put to +9 now. You can see I've got plenty of potions to do that. The other thing, just to leave it on a high note, is I'll go use my Neo ticket, because I haven't used my Neo ticket yet. I did mention it in the anniversary video, like kind of what to go for. If you haven't used it yet already, your time is running out, you need to use it before the end of the year. I can't remember the exact date, but it's very soon. So, oh yeah, there it says. It's literally the end of the year. So you need to use it before then. I'm using my Neo ticket on Mechangeline. I haven't got any copies of it yet, but in Awakened form it's just really, really strong. I'm more focused on PvP monsters because I've got PvE covered completely, and you know, I went through the options back at the anniversary, but Mechangeline is a really good choice, I think. Even in second form, it is good. Stats obviously don't really matter too much in this case. What's important is it only needs one kill with Diffuse, and Diffuse, okay, you know, it's a hard move to get a kill with because they have to have Death Revenge, but if you meet that, it does it, and otherwise you can put something to hold ground, get it with Void Double Blood Crave. But the Purifying Drop move is really strong, and when it's awakened, Purifying Rain is kind of insane. So Purifying Rain, along with the Stun Bisector and Hold Ground, really, really good support, and it's going to kind of stay alive very nicely. And then you've got Nemesis Annihilate, which the big thing here is that it kills Protectors as well. So this is like a massive Protector counter, while also doing great support for your team. And it does it's like Stun Protection and Void Killing. That's what I was trying to think of. Void Killing. And then in terms of 6-star tickets, when I'm up to 189. Okay, so yeah, so I got probably 20 something in that, which is pretty cool. So yeah, that'll be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing me get unlucky yet again. There'll be the top 10 Mythics video coming out shortly in the next few days, so hope you're looking forward to that. And otherwise, yeah, best of luck with your hatching, and I'll see you in a video soon.